buenas tardes, buenas tardes, buenos días, buenas noches, buenas noches. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, my normies and non-normies, and whatever it is you are doing. I hope it's positive and productive, and I also hope that you've taken some time out to love yourself, okay? Remember to build up your vibration and love yourself. Love yourself. Anyways, today is Monday, September 5th, and it is now 2:13 p.m. And I wanted to hop on here because, anyways, today's a day for me to post on my podcast, so I have to record for my podcast. And I'm trying to be consistent. I know life sometimes kicks me in the balls, even though I don't have any balls. And tries to have me all depressed and stressed out and frustrated and everything that you can think of. But I am still trying to be as productive as I can with what I have going on. Now, yesterday was a very difficult day for me, you guys. I don't know what was going on with yesterday, but I had no patience with anything. Like, nothing. I was like irritated by everything. I was stressed out by everything. I started to create some press on nails because Sunday is usually the only day that I take off. And I tried to create some press on nails to kind of like help me out of my little funk that I was feeling. Oh, baby child, let me tell you, it did not go as planned. Kiara Sky, I'm like highly upset with you guys. Okay, I bought these six nail polishes from them, and Kiara Sky is supposed to be a good brand, but for some reason, no matter where I've used it on my swashes and I've used it on my nails, on my press on nails, it bubbles up. It's not drying correctly. It's the weirdest thing. It did it when I first got the. Sorry, it did it when I first got them. Um, I did it on my swashes, and I thought it was just because I didn't file the swatch first, so that this way it could hand, and I didn't put a base coat. I was just checking the colors out. So when I went to go do my press-on nail set that I was going to actually wear, so that I can promote it on my shop, and also just have another set for my shop, I couldn't. It just wasn't drying right, and when I tell you, it was like irritating my soul. It was irritating my soul. And I was just like, Lynette, if you don't chill out, you're gonna really lose it. And the point of creating nails is to calm you down and keep you in a positive energy. So I did end up creating another set. I gave up on the colors I wanted to use, which in turn also made me give up on the length of nail that I was gonna make, and just went with a whole different with a whole nother nails. So I went with short nails instead of longer nails. And then the two colors that I wanted to use, I couldn't use because, like I said, it just wasn't working out. So I opted for this that you see here. Sorry, podcasters, y'all cannot see it. I opted for these. So I created these last night and I put them on. And it kind of does look like I went and got a manicure done, but I didn't. These are just press-on nails, and I just glued them on. And if you take them off, like if you take care of them, you can reuse them over and over again if you take them off properly. So I was like, well, I guess long nails wasn't meant for me yesterday. So I went with the short ones, and I went with a different brand. I used Castany instead, and the colors didn't do what the Kiara Sky did, which I'm really pissed off because honestly speaking, Kiara Sky is an expensive brand. And yes, I caught a deal on it, but I don't have money to give up. Okay? I really don't. So I'm ticked off. And there's six beautiful colors. Like, they're very beautiful. You know, they're very beautiful, except for the green. I didn't like the green too much. I don't even know why. Yeah, I'm not liking the green too much. It's like a diarrhea green ordeal thing, you know what I'm saying? But the rest of the colors are like amazing. Delano saying hi to you two podcasters. He didn't say hi to you guys though. Now he said hi to y'all. But yeah, like the green one's the only color that I really kind of don't like. But it's whatever. It is what it is. I wanted to come on here though, besides the fact that today is Monday and it is my podcast day. I did want to come and have a chit chat with you guys. All right. So this chit chat, I wanted it to be about co-parenting. Okay. And I know a lot of us struggle when it comes to co-parenting. Oops, I need to pause you guys for 1 second. Um, just give me, bear with me. Please do not close my whole and don't end my recording. I want to listen to some positive, inspirational music while I am doing this because I did realize in my little experiment that I still have not posted that I am more focused when I do have like positive music. Um hmm, let's go with this one. Let's go. Oh, all right. Let's see if I look volume so it doesn't sidetrack me. Yes, I got it. Uh-oh. Are you guys still recording? Yes, thank you. Because I've noticed that whenever I diminish my camera, like shrink it, I don't know why it doesn't continue to record. I just don't want to see myself because I want to do other things or I'm trying to pull up other stuff, but it'll stop recording. So I gotta like make the box smaller and leave y'all open in the background while I'm trying to do what I need to do. But I am really liking this music right now. Nice positive energy music. Raise up my vibration. Raise up my vibration. Raise up my vibration. Duna, 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 duna. Don't mind me, yo. I'm just dancing. If y'all ever want to see my silliness while I'm recording these sessions, y'all can go onto my YouTube and watch, the episode of whichever one you heard on the podcast. If you want to see how I'm reacting, you do have that option. You can do that. My YouTube channel is Parenting with Mental Illness dash Mom and Children. Yeah, so feel free to just see my little silly self on camera if you want. You don't have to listen to it all over again, but if you play it for them watch hours, I would definitely appreciate it because I am trying to get my account monetized. And with that being said, in the last I think 45 days, my audience has been growing. I just also got a new subscriber too. And thank you and welcome to the family. Thank you for everyone that is subscribing to the YouTube channel. That is helping me, so I can become monetized. Thank you to everybody in the podcast that is following us. I'm trying to, get them coins off the Anchor. Anchor pays us for the commercials, so the more y'all listen, the more them little pennies will add up, so that can also help. Right now, it's only like $5 and some change, but I mean, money counts, and I could be sitting there for a rainy day type of deal. But I'm not going to gain that money if nobody's listening to a podcast on Anchor itself. But I would definitely, get away from me, Fly. I'm not in the mood for you today. I'm not in the mood for you today. Not in the mood for you and none of your siblings. Ooh, I killed you too. Holy neck. Ooh, I killed you too. Ooh, it thought it was gonna fly. It thought it was gonna get away. It thought it was gonna fly. Sorry, I'm trying to match the song to the music, but that's kind of hard because this is comedy music and I'm like already energized off of it, so I can't match my song to the music. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Co-parenting. This is a very uncomfortable topic for me. It's a so I was on Wisdom app the other day, like 2, 3 weeks ago, and I said I was a very selfish person and I don't like to share my children. So that's why co-parenting is very hard with me. And it's not that I don't trust the other people, but that's just the type of person that I am, I guess, due to my neglect and my upbringing and due to, things that I've dealt with and stuff like that. I not real comfortable when my kids are not with me. It doesn't matter who they are with. I still tend to have that little anxiety in the background and still tend to have that little worry in the background. Are they okay? Did they eat? Are they having fun? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. I don't know if the fact that I was sexually abused when I was younger played a part in that case, or the fact that my oldest was sexually abused when she was younger as well. So I don't know if that plays a big part in it. But yeah, like my oldest, I would never leave her with anybody but those that I trusted, like really trusted. And at that time, I would trust them with my life. So she was my life. So I would trust them to have her. But believe it or not, I'm not gonna go into details in her story, but it all happened under the roof that I slept in with her half siblings. And dad was the one that was watching her because back then I was going to school full time and working full time. And yeah, so that just made my trust of my children, doesn't matter if it's their father or not, very difficult for me because I trusted dad to take care of my daughter and dad didn't do that. So yeah, it just made it harder for the other two fathers because I don't trust now. Like I really don't. I'm really skeptical. I don't trust. I'm like anxiety high. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. So co-parenting for me is a very difficult thing to do. It's not a. It's oh, oh my gosh. I don't know how to say this because this is where the problem underlies. I'm trying to respect the other co-parent. The first two co-parents I really don't care about. Um, I have no contact with them. I have sole custody of both of them. But the third co-parent, I have to co-parent with. Okay. And it's by my choice. Like I didn't fight for sole custody. I could have, done all of that. But I don't want yet another child to feel not loved or neglected because their father didn't do or wasn't there or whatever the case may be. The first two, unfortunately, due to safety purposes and safety reasons, that is why I have sole custody. Um, so not having them in the picture actually is safer for us than having them in the picture. But I expected the third co-parent to, since they had stepped up before we even had our daughter, to continue to step up, but it didn't turn out that way. So now my kids are feeling neglected and not loved again. Um, but then it just makes co-parenting very difficult because what I consider not to be okay, he considers to be okay. What I consider to be okay, he's like whatever. But we don't see eye to eye when it's his side. When it's my side, it just gets ignored. So co-parenting is very difficult to co-parent that way when you're not on the same page with somebody. It's very different. It's very different, very hard, very stressful. And then because I'm living my life on these platforms, it's a little bit harder for me because there's things that I would love to be able to just vent out and get other people's opinions and thoughts and ideas or support or whatever. I can't do that. And the reason why I can't do that is because whoever is watching my content automatically just assumes that I'm saying like horrible things about the co-parent itself when I'm not. I'm saying my story, what I went through, what I felt, what I thought, how things went on my side. One thing I'm not gonna do is bash either co-parents. I don't care. Like I've been through hell. That first one attempted to kill me because he didn't want me with anybody else. I still have not bashed that person. Like I'll say what I feel, like and what I went through and all that, and I still haven't even told you guys that story either. But I won't bash them because at the end of the day, they still are my children's father. And out of respect, I continue to respect that even when I speak. Even with my ex-husband, he was like a very narcissist type of character. He would take enjoyment in mentally torturing me because he knew how to get me. I still won't go in how I can on either one of any of them because as the stable parent and the consistent parent, there's a lot that I see that I'm just like, really? What? Are you kidding me? Like, are you serious right now? So, yeah, there's a lot I don't speak on, but I can't be open and transparent as I want to be because things get taken back to the co parent as if, oh my gosh, even if I'm mentioning one of my other children's father, my ex husband or my first daughter's father, if I don't specify who I'm speaking about, I will get a call. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I get irritated by that because this is my safe haven. You guys on the other side of the screen that are watching, the podcast, I don't have to worry about so much because I don't. It doesn't come from the podcast. I guess they can't find my podcast or haven't found my podcast or whatever. Whoever it is that's running back and giving him information that's inaccurate. So I never worry about the podcast because I can be blunt there and I can be blunt on the blog. But I want to be blunt and transparent on my YouTube channel too, and it sucks because this is my safe haven. This is my go to whenever I'm overwhelmed. This is my go to when I need to let it out. And I only have 3 kids here. I'm not going to talk to my children about what adult stuff. Like, I'm not. It's not their job or, you know what I'm saying, to be my listening ear. It's not their job to support me. It's my job to support them. So when I come on these platforms, it's because something is really having me ready to just go ham on people. Damn, damn, you really did. Ready to go in ham on people. You know what I'm saying? So I'll get on here to like chill myself out, rebalance myself, refocus myself, and at the same time, hoping to be support for other people that go through the same situation. Why can't you just let my channel be what it is? You feel me? Why does everything have to be drama when there is no drama on my end? Because frankly, my dear, I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and I'm gonna keep getting on my feet, and I'm gonna keep providing for my children, and that's all that matters. Like nothing else really is relevant. As long as my kids have what they need and they're safe and they're healthy and they're thriving, that's all that matters. But people will come off of my YouTube and go relay messages, and I be so confused sometimes when it gets brought up to me. Like I wasn't even talking about you. Like I do have 2 other children's father. Like you're not the only one. So whoever is on my content, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck off my content. If you're not here to be educated about living with parent that has mental illness and having 2 high functioning autistic with mental health as well and raising a normal preschooler, then you have really no business to be running anything to anybody because let me tell you, raising one child with autism is very difficult, very stressful. One. Imagine the fact that I'm raising 2, okay, with no support. That is stressful enough. So why can't my platform just be my platform? Why can't y'all just be my safe haven? Like, why does it have to be tortured or, or tormented by somebody else? And then I'm getting bullied, pressured, bullied mentally. Whatever. I can't talk right now. I get, pressured to, oh, this and that and this and that. Like, this is my content. It's my channel. It's my life. I'm talking about the things that we go through, me and my children, and how it affects us. You know what I'm saying? So like how I'm talking about whoever the person is that's going to run back and flip my content, I'm talking about you the same way I would talk about any of my children's father. Because I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not. That's just not who I am. It's never been who I am. Not even to my kids do I do it. The other day I accidentally slipped when I found out that my ex-husband, whatever my ex-husband had said to my son, I accidentally slipped and I was like, fucking asshole. Then I was like, oh my God, Delon, I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that out loud. I was like, I meant to say that in my head. Like, I apologize because that is your father. Like, I'm sorry. That should have just really stayed in my dome. I really thought it wasn't my dome until I heard myself say it out loud. But I guess I was that angry that I didn't realize the diarrhea in the mouth had kicked in. And I was like, holy snap. But anyways, all of that's part of my co-parenting. That's why it all pertains to the topic. I've stayed on my topic. All right. So it just makes it difficult for me to co-parent. And then it also makes it difficult for me to process everything that I'm going through when I can't even come to my safe haven and speak. Why am I being deprived of that? I don't know. But to me, co-parenting should be the opposite of what my parents did. Okay? Completely the opposite of what my parents did. But I feel like if both parents work together as a team, you feel me? They don't have to have any type of sexual or any relationship at all. But if both parents can at least be friends, remember at one point y'all dated, or at one point you were attracted enough to that person to have sex with them, and that's how you got knocked up. You shouldn't be out here in these streets bashing each other, to anyone at all in any shape, way, or form. Because at the end of the day, the only person you should be counting on to help you with your child is that other parent. And I speak in a generalized term because there are dads who have their kids and there are moms who have their kids. You know what I'm saying? There's sometimes the moms are the ones that get the visitation and or the dads are the ones that get the visitation. So I don't look at it I really don't care who has the child, in other words. All I care about is that as co-parents, y'all work together as a team. You at one point opened your legs to this person, or you at one point stuck it in this person. Sorry for being vulgar, but whatever. At one point, you stuck it in this person. Something about that coochie and that person attracted you. Something about your wee wee and I'm saying that person attracted. I'm saying? So why can't y'all work together as a team to help each other succeed? The more you guys thrive individually, the more your child will thrive. And I personally don't see nothing wrong with extended families. You know what I'm saying? If you start dating somebody else and you feel like this is the person you're going to be with, then that's when you bring that person to the other parent, the co parent, and say, hey, I would like for you to meet the person I'm with now. I can see a long term future with this person. I want to bring this person around our child, but I want to make sure that we're all on the same page moving forward as adults, and everything is for the benefit of the children or the child. That's how I think co-parenting should be. Doesn't matter if it's the male or the female. I believe that it should just be that way. I'll help you build up, you help me build up. Once we're all successful and stress free and financially okay, what do you think our child's going to be? Successful, stress free, and financially okay. That's what all the children are going to be like. You feel me? So that's why I think co parenting should be something where you have each other's back. You have each other's back. You know that if you have an emergency, you can count on that other parent to be there, just like that other parent can count on you to be there. Or if you have all of a sudden a meeting and it's not visitation day, but you need somebody to watch, the other parent's not doing nothing. That's when they step in. And that's how they're supporting you. Hey, I'll take, what I'm saying, our children. You go handle what you got to handle. When you're all ready and done, just let me know and I'll drop them back off. That's a weight off of that parent's shoulder because they don't have to worry about getting money for a babysitter or who they can trust their kids with and how long they can stay out, what they can actually do if they have to pay attention to their phone, if they don't. Because if they know they're with the other parent, then they know they're going to be safer and they don't really have to watch their phone because that parent's going to handle everything. How hard is that? Why is that so difficult for society nowadays? Everybody out here opening that leg for everybody, like it ain't nothing. So if a possibility of a child coming along, you got to remember you're going to be stuck with that person. You got to learn how to co-parent with that person. You got to learn how to be a support system for that person, just like that person has to learn to be a support system for you. It should not all fall on the parent that has the physical custody of the child. It really shouldn't. I don't care what it is, especially put it like this. And I've seen these comments on some YouTube channels that were talking about child support and stuff like that, especially Carlos King too. Carlos King. Oh, it's Carlos, but he spells it with an Lus. LOS instead of LOS. Under his comment, I had commented one time because there was something about the mom. There was a video about the guy's wife getting ticked off that he wanted to buy his son some sneakers, and she was literally packing his stuff up, talking about he ain't getting no sneakers. You pay 500 in child support. That is enough. Tell her to go get those shoes off of that child support. Me personally, I didn't agree with none of her views and what she was saying, and she even said "f your son" and "f you." Like, that to me was way over the top. You don't do that because at the end of the day, that is still somebody, that is still their child. You feel me? They may be in a relationship with you, they may be together with you, they may be married to you, whatever the case may be. That is still their child. You respect that child. So I stated on my comments, I was like, I'm supposed to be receiving, like, I received 500. I'm supposed to, because I have not received it in like 3 months. I'm supposed to receive $500 in child support for my son, 125 a week. That is not enough. He has special needs, so he requires other things that I cannot afford. And if I wasn't speaking terms with his father, I would have been asking, hey, I need to do this for our son. Can you please, you know what I'm saying, help me go with half on the bill? You pay half, I pay half. How hard is that? Why should it just fall on the parent that has the child physically? So if you're the dad that has custody and mom is the one that has visitation, why should everything fall on the dad just because he has physical custody? If you guys are gonna go like, there's still rent that has to be paid. That child still needs a roof over their head, right? Electricity still has to be paid because that child needs light to see or to eat if your stove is electric. Like, or gas has to be paid. You know what I'm saying? For the, like, come on, they're for the heat and the AC, the electricity. Like, there's so many other bills that have to go on. And yes, you have your own bills to pay in your own home, but if the other parent that has the physical custody is struggling a little bit, how hard is it to just throw a couple of dollars and say, hey, if the kid wants to go to baseball or soccer or basketball, I'll help you pay that bill. How hard is that? Everybody in society is like, well, if you pay extra, the courts won't consider that as anything. They look at it as a gift. So what? It's your child. It's not a stranger. You're not donating money. It's your child. So if your child wants to go out and eat with you, what you're gonna say? No, because I pay the other parent $500 a month. They should take you out to eat. Like, come on. That's so petty and so childish, and it's ridiculous if we keep it a buck. Like, it really, honestly, is ridiculous. Co-parenting should just be an equal 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like it should be 50-50. Point blank, period. And if you're the parent that's doing the majority of the stuff and the other parent isn't doing anything, that's not cool either. Whether there's a child support order in or not, like, they should be helping. Because why does everything fall under the parent that has a child physically? Why? And I'm talking again in general because I'm not singling anybody. You feel me? At all. Like, I'm singling everybody, all parents, in all situations. Like, it's not that difficult. It's not. And if you know that your parent, that the co-parent you have expects certain things or feels that certain things should be done a certain way, then how hard is it to respect that? You feel me? Just like you expect the parent that has a child physically to respect you as a parent. Why can't you return that? Hmm? Why? Why can't you return that favor? I don't know. It's just ridiculous to me. So that's why I wanted to come on and co-parent. I have a conversation about co-parenting. I mean, I received a text message with some information I didn't like. And it just has me like, why is it so hard to co-parent? Why is it so difficult? Why is it so difficult for your children to come first? I don't understand. Why is it so hard? Like, I really just don't get it. I don't understand how any parent can continue to go throughout their day not knowing if their child ate, not knowing if their child is good, not knowing if there's anything going on with their child. Like, I don't understand that. I've never been able to understand that. It's me as a parent. And whenever I did not have my children, I thought about all that stuff, but because I am a respectful parent, I try to respect the time that my kids get with their other parents, with a co-parent. I don't call or text because I don't want to seem like I'm invading their time or anything like that. But I do at least want to talk to them once a day, even if it's before bedtime, just so for my anxiety and my panic attacks, my peace of mind, for my mental health, I can see for myself, okay, my child is good. You know what I'm saying? My child is happy. My child is having a good time, and that's all that matters. Anything else outside of that does not matter. Um, but some people just they don't see it the same way, and I don't know if I see it this way because of my mental health. I don't know if I see it this way because of my experiences, but I just feel like one parent should not put the other parent in a hole. One parent should not disrespect the other parent. Respect should go both ways. Trust should go both ways. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me why co-parenting has become so difficult. Like, it should not be. But in today's society, people just think, well, I paid for the courts. That's it. Okay, so I, the parent that's with the child is staying up when they're sick. It's waking up in the middle of the night to make sure the child is good. Is struggling to figure out food and things like that. Meanwhile, you're eating a feast and partying and having fun, and you're not even worried about your child. Like, how does that work? How does that work? I've never been able to understand that. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me and my mental health that can't get it. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Comment and let me know. Podcasters, send me a recording and let me know. What are your thoughts? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I wishfully just thinking? You feel me? Because that can be possible. Is it possible for co-parents to get along? I think that it is. Once you put your personal feelings to the side, I feel like it is. But it depends how you see things. So, whoo, child. I'm gonna stop right here, you guys, because on in this same topic, I want to add a different topic. So I'm gonna stop right here, and then I'm gonna restart again. All right. So YouTubers, thank you for watching this far. I definitely appreciate your support and your love. Please don't forget to like, share, comment. Please help me with the algorithm. Like, I could definitely use it. And trust me, I'm very grateful every time y'all do follow and like. But I get views, but no likes. So I don't get it. Podcasters, y'all know I love y'all. I'm gonna stop right here. We're just gonna turn around and start this again. Okay then.